it's Raina with LYLO Crafts coming to you from my kitchen table. And I wanted to show you another way that you can use your ribbon roses. So this is a little container I just got at Hobby Lobby for 90% off, so it was $1.49. I also got this sweet little bench set, and this pumpkin we grew in our yard. Yes, I know, I'm so excited. I just love living in the country. So we have a pumpkin patch and we've grown that. I've got a little pumpkin pie spice sign back there to put the whole configuration together. And you can also see that I am recycling those flowers that I took out of my basket, and I'm putting them back here because it's just the perfect color for fall when you combine that with orange. And here is how I put them into my little Halloween basket for another idea. I am also participating in Saturday Morning Makes, or hashtag Satin Morn Makes, which is an open collaboration where you can share anything that you have been working on that is creative. It is hosted by the amazing Jillian Norwood, and I'll put a link to her channel in the description below. And won't you please use that hashtag to check out all the other amazing makers. So we are going to learn today how to make these beautiful ribbon roses. It's so easy. There's no sewing. Let's start off with what you will need to make these beautiful ribbon roses. And you can see what we'll be making today are these black and white houndstooth ones, but you can make them for any kind of occasion. Look at these sweet mint and sparkly ones. You're not gonna need very many items for this project. You'll need a ruler, you'll need some ribbon. I am using this 2.5-inch ribbon from Sam's Club. It is a houndstooth. You're gonna need a skewer that I purchased this from the Dollar Tree, but they have them at your grocery store. Pair of scissors, and I am using this silicone spatula, but if you have finger protectors, that would work great. We're gonna be working with hot glue. Yes, just a reminder, no sewing, so just hot glue. So you wanna be careful that you don't get burned. So that's what this tool is for. So it's not required, but recommended that you have something to protect your fingers. Okay, and you'll need, of course, hot glue. All right, let's jump on in. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to take our ribbon and our ruler, and we are going to wrap it around 4 times. Okay, so that's 1, 2, and that's 3, and now 4. So basically 2 on each side, and then we're going to cut it off, just like that. So once we've got that cut to length, the next thing we're gonna do is put the ribbon right side up over your ruler. You're going to take all the excess around. We're gonna tuck it in just like we're tying a knot on our shoe. We're gonna pull this ribbon all the way through and just pull tight. And what you want to do then is slide that around so the knot is on the bottom. That's important. We want to keep all our knots on the bottom. And the next thing is we're just going to slide this through again to tie it in a complete knot so it doesn't come off. So it is anchored firmly. Okay, so now that we have our knot there, we're going to just repeat that process. We're going to go over the top of the ruler. Then we're gonna take the end and we are going to push it underneath and pull the ribbon through, just like that. And then we are gonna pull very, very tight, just like that on the bottom. So that little tie off is on the bottom. We're just gonna keep doing that. Make sure you're always going in the same direction with your print on the top if you're using one-sided ribbon like I am. And we should be able to make about 7 loops or petals doing this method. If you're enjoying the content of this video, I would so love it if you would give it a like, if you would comment and subscribe. So now we've got our whole piece right on our ruler, And look, this is my favorite part. It just slides right on off, just like that. Okay, now the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to go through our flower petals here, and we're just gonna make sure that we spread them on out. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so now we've got a piece that looks like this, kind of like a scrunchie for your hair, but this is going to turn into the rose. So you find your end right here, and the one you first tied off in a knot, and we're going to apply some hot glue in the middle, put our skewer in there. Now you don't have to do them with a skewer. I am gonna show you in just a moment how I made this one right here, just one little thing that is different at the very end of this process. Okay, so we've got our skewer in here, and then we're gonna close up the ends. Okay, close up the ends, and this is where it's very easy to get burned. So this is where I'm using my silicone spatula, or again, if you have those fingertip things. And I'm only reiterating this burn part because I burned myself a few times while doing this. So just really be careful. We're just gonna snip off that end that is tied, okay? And then we're going to find this part, the bottom part, and we're gonna get ready to add that second petal. So I'm just gonna put some more hot glue on, and it looks like this might be opening a little. Add some inside there. Okay, we're gonna take our ribbon rose and we're gonna lay it right over that hot glue, literally adding that petal to the middle. Okay, so we're just gonna hold that in place a little bit while it dries. And you want to try and make it about the height that you made the center, okay? So there we go. Now we're gonna add our next petal. Gonna apply some hot glue right there. And take our petal and push the base right over the top. Now we also will have a chance to re-straighten our petals if they get a little smushed. We'll re-straighten them in a moment at the end here. So we're just gonna add our next petal. You can see that the rose is already starting to form. Okay, and I'm gonna add a little more hot glue and add our next petal in. Make sure the petal is up on the top. Okay, we don't want the petal going down on the bottom. So if you have to twist your ribbon, go ahead and do that. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more glue and put my petal there. Put another bit of hot glue here. Okay, I'm just gonna keep doing this, going around, putting a little bit of hot glue and adding my petals. Look at our rose, isn't that so great? Oh my gosh, I'm loving this rose. Okay. What I think is awesome is that this is a lot less expensive than trying to buy all of your flowers at the Dollar Tree, and they are gonna be more full too than the Dollar Tree flowers that they have. So there you have it. Look at that. So now for this end piece, there's a couple options that you can do. You can go ahead and just tuck it right on in to your ribbon rose. I think that's the easiest. If you have a longer piece, you can wrap it around the skewer. So it just depends on how tight you pull it. Oh my gosh, look at this. And we can fluff out these petals too. So there you go. Oh, that is such a pretty ribbon rose. Now, if you wanted to not have the skewer, now is the time. You can just pull it right on out, and you no longer have a skewer, and you have this beautiful, beautiful ribbon rose. And thank you so much for spending time with me today, and I hope you have an amazing day.